Greetings and salutations, one and all. Welcome to the night shift with me, your host, DJ Kevin Stew. Listen, boy, Mama said there'd be days like these, my mama said. I want to say big ups to you guys tuning in right now from near and far. Welcome. Those who have it locked on TuneIn Radio, Night Shift to DJ Kevin Stew, Radiobox.net, the Foundation Radio Network of Clinton Lindsay, One Harmony Radio across the pond, top of the morning to you, BPR, Big People Radio. How you doing?
Gonna make you sweat. Hey! Inside of this fet.
Yeah, I'm gonna make you sweat as much as I can.
Gonna make you sweat.
Of course, I want to pick up all those who have it locked on PEMGTV.com.
Soaking wet.
Watching live and in living color. It's also where you go to get a chat room.
Tonight you are gonna sweat up. Girl, set up for the sweat up, you wet up tonight, girl, I bet you. Ooh, girl, I bet you. So fresh, girl, it just don't be. And you got a sexy fragrance on, but I'm gonna make you sweat. Girl, I'm gonna make you sweat.
Gonna make you.
I know you just did.
The what?
Pretty up and put your name.
Sweat.
Gonna make you sweat.
The son of Chris Martin.
That is fet.
Marshall Montano.
Marshall Montano.
Track called Soak.
Inside of this fet. Alright. They're soaking wet.
Oh gosh. Girl, you try, so I'm gonna make you wet up.
Yeah.
Tonight you are gonna sweat up. Oh, Lord. Girl, set up for the sweat up, you wet up tonight, girl, I bet you. Ooh, girl, I bet you. So fresh, girl, it just don't be. And you got a sexy fragrance on, but I'm gonna make you sweat. Girl, I'm gonna make you sweat. I know you just did. Pretty up and put your makeup on, but I'm gonna make you sweat. Girl, I'm gonna make you sweat. And full time we get this thing started. A lot of pretty girls are in the party. Oh yeah. Turn up the speakers, get them this started. And every man hold on to a shawty. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now we gonna be sweating.
Gonna make you sweat.
While we fetting all night. And even though we sweating,
Gonna make you sweat.
while we fetting, it's alright, girl. I'm gonna make you sweat. And don't wipe my sweat. Let that sweat drip until it's soaking wet, girl. I'm gonna make you sweat. And don't wipe my sweat. Let that sweat drip until it's soaking wet.
Girl, I love how you do that and you knew that. You say you are rude, girl, I said true that. Are you ready for this? That's all I ask. Must make you sweat before you climax. Wet when you rotate, girl, you're so great. Bend your back always like your both face. Make me wanna take you to my own place. Squeezing you tight like you're my soulmate. When your body on my body, you sweat like we working out. Girl, I can work you out. You know what I'm all about. When your body on my body, you want me to take you on. You know I can take you on. Hey.
Now we gonna be sweating.
Gonna make you sweat.
While we fetting
Inside of this
all night. And even though we sweating,
Gonna make you sweat.
while we fetting,
Inside of this
it's alright, girl. I'm gonna make you sweat. And don't wipe that sweat. Let that sweat drip until it's soaking wet, girl. I'm gonna make you sweat, Lord. Don't wipe that sweat, no. Let that sweat drip until it's soaking wet. I'm glad I have you the way that I want you. Sweat running down like a fountain. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Hey.
Understand what I'm saying? It's only my that we playing. Oh yeah. Yeah, we gonna be sweating.
Gonna make you sweat.
While we fetting
Inside of this
all night. And even though we
Gonna
sweating,
make you sweat.
while we fetting,
Inside of this
it's alright, girl. I'm gonna make you
As we wait to connect with Sean Garrity. I'm gonna do what? I'm gonna make you sweat.
See you dry, so I'm gonna make you wet up.
Because you say you're dry, I'm gonna make you wet up.
Hold on. Girl, set up for the sweat up, you wet up tonight, girl, I bet you. Ooh, girl, I bet you.
I bet you.
Girl, you just done big. And you got a sexy fragrance on.
I at least get you a little bit moist.
Sweat. Girl, I'm gonna make you sweat. I know you just here. Pretty up and put your makeup on. But I'm gonna make you sweat.
And if I get you there, then guaranteed, I'm gonna make you sweat.
We get this thing started. A lot of pretty girls are in the party. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Turn up the speakers, get them this started. And every man hold on to a shotty. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now we gonna be sweating.
Gonna make you sweat
while we fetting all night. And even though we sweating,
Gonna make you sweat
while we fetting, it's alright, girl. I'm gonna make you sweat. And don't wipe my sweat. Let that sweat drip until it's soaking wet, girl. I'm gonna make you sweat. And don't wipe my sweat. Let that sweat drip until it's soaking wet.
Girl, I love how you do that and you knew that. You say you are rude, girl, I said true that. Are you ready for this? That's all I ask. Must make you sweat before you climax. Wet when you rotate, girl, you're so great. Bend your back always like your both face. Make me wanna take you to my own place. Squeezing you tight like
Good evening, guest 135.
my body. You sweat like we working out. Girl, I can work you out. You know what I'm all about. When your body on my body, you want me to take you on. You know I can take you on. Hey.
Now we gonna be sweating.
Gonna make you sweat
while we fetting
inside of this
all night. And even though we sweat,
The sound of Chris Martin, Michelle Montano.
inside of this
it's alright, girl. I'm gonna make you sweat. And don't wipe your sweat.
Yeah, don't wipe the sweat in it.
Drip.
Just drip.
It's soaking wet, girl. I'm gonna make you sweat.
Let's put it in some real work, you know.
No. Let that sweat drip until it's soaking wet.
Yeah, no play work around here.
I'm glad I have you the way that I want you. Sweat running down like a fountain. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Hey,
Understand what I'm saying? It's only my stuff we playing. Oh yeah. Yeah, we gonna be sweating.
Gonna make you sweat
while we fetting
inside of this
all night. And even though we
Gonna
sweating
make you sweat
while we fetting,
inside of this
Just want you all to know that this segment is brought to you courtesy of Pulse Media Group.
girl, I'm gonna make you sweat. Don't wipe your sweat.
When being in the moment is priceless, you want to give them a call. 754-999-6020.
I'm gonna make you sweat. Don't wipe your sweat.
You want to record your event, you want to broadcast it, stream it live, like this.
Wet all up.
Yeah, you can make that happen. Just give them a call. Trust and believe.
Oh yeah. Now we gonna be sweating.
Gonna make you sweat
Alright, so
inside of this
all night.
we are connected
And even though we sweat,
on the line, the one and only, the man himself,
inside of this
Mr. Sean Garrity, DJ, honorary doctor, the man himself. Big ups to you, brethren. Good evening. How you doing?
Doing pleasantly, wonderfully well.
Ah, see there. You know, it's interesting that we should be having this topic as our topic of discussion today. One of those rare moments today, Sean and I got to hang out a little bit. And, yeah, literally, just a little bit. Because, you know, a man of Sean's caliber doesn't have a lot of time to spare. So we got to connect a little bit today. Good evening, guest 980. And we got to talking a little bit, and it's funny. We were outside. Sean had to work with some of his athletes, and I met up with him. And so we were out on the field, on the track field. And we both had a bottle of water. And you'd looking on, you'd say, okay, these guys planned this. But no, it's like we just know, it's something that we got to do. So, it happened to be like, okay, because we happen to have a bottle of water and we recognize the importance of being hydrated without saying it, why not talk about it? We are approaching the warmer months down here in South Florida. People in New York would not agree with us right now. People in Chicago would not agree with us right now. But that is what is happening in South Florida. We are getting warmer. And it is important, as the temperatures warm up, that we take care of ourselves. So we're talking hydration tonight. Now, Sean. I trust the training session went well today. Nobody cramped up or anything.
No, but somebody missing from yesterday, so that means they're probably a cramp up. That's why I missed today.
Oh, see. No, that could be a problem.
It is a problem. It's like, let me tell you people. I've been involved in track and field for about 30 years. I can't believe it's been that long.
30
years?
Seriously?
30 years. Yeah, seriously.
There are people listening right now that are not that old.
Right. And I've probably been involved in sport actually 30 years. Before that, when I was much younger, probably about 10 years before that, I was always just watching the sport. Never really understood what I was watching because, some things that I could relate to or just remember seeing on TV or reading about in the newspaper, from late 70s. I was like, wow, this is really cool.
Showing your age now.
Yeah, man, show me age. Yeah, being a doctor takes time, okay, people? So let's let that sink in. So one of the things, that as a coach, and even just last week, I had to bring out the head athletic trainer to talk to the athletes about bringing water. Now, if you know me, Kevin, right, I love track and field.
Right.
And my coach always said, you must carry your spike like you carry your, I won't say what he said to carry it like. But there's two things you must carry. You must always have your water and your spike. And to this day, which race may I go run? Which team may I carry out for? But if you look in my car, there are my spikes. And if you look in my bag, I have water.
There's your water. Some things,
it blows my mind.
Some things just stay with you.
It's just stuck with me. Ask me, which race may I train for? I don't know. Why may I have spikes? I don't know. Because the coach, Herb McKinley, told us that you must always carry a spike. Always the great Herb McKinley, the honorable Herb McKinley.
Yes, sir.
They must always have your spikes and always have water. So to this day, brethren, I still have my water and my spikes in my bag. And it's a simple thing, but it is so critically important. And I don't think many of the athletes that I work with truly embrace this necessity. I think they would rather drink something else or just not drink at all because they feel okay. From a personal standpoint, I remember once when I was actually at a meet, and believe it or not, I felt very thirsty. I don't want to say I was dehydrated, but I was extremely thirsty this particular meet. So here I am in the stand, sitting down. I can't remember if it was before my race or after my race. But I was sitting down. No, it was after the race, It was after the race. I was sitting down and I just got really thirsty all of a sudden. I looked to my left, I looked to my right, just looking for something to drink. And when I looked to my right, brethren, there was this half bottle of water. And I don't know who water. And I just drink it. I don't know who water. But I figured to drink it. because that's how critical the water is. You'll
Right,
find out if it's good
right.
for you or it's bad for you, but you need it, right? And we don't recognize how important water is to our lives. And to be quite honest, like we'll ask a question to some people. If you are given the choice of your favorite food to last you for the next 10 days in isolation, or water to last you the next 10 days in isolation, which would you choose?
Well, I know because of what I know, I go in with the water.
Mhm.
Keep the food. I go in with the water because that food I got choked
Pretty
me.
much, almost 100% of respondents said water. That just goes to show the importance of water in our lives, and you cannot neglect it. And I think rightfully so. We're in a transition phase here in Florida with the temperature. So some days be really cool and not hot. So some people let their guards down when it's very cool. And letting your guard when it's very cool is just as bad as not drinking water when it's very hot. You can still get dehydrated, suffer from the effects of lack of water in your body. So today I just thought it was very fitting to share the importance of water, of hydration, for our performance each and every day. And I recall once the other time when I knew I was dehydrated, I actually began to feel delirious. This is a training session about 5-6 years ago. I was in a conversation with the other athletes and the coaches and so forth, and all of a sudden, Virgin, I just felt dizzy and sick. And I said to myself, you know what, you need water. So I just excused myself immediately and got to the nearest water fountain and drink.
Yeah.
And then jump in my car and drive to the next gas station and buy up some water, some coconut water. Because
no straight array.
no straight away. There was water and coconut water in the car. And I didn't drive my car immediately. I sat in the car for a little while until I started feeling a lot better, and then I drove home. But that's how critical water is, and it baffles me that, we go through this stuff with our athletes, we tell them the importance of the water, and, one of the critical things that they don't do, they don't walk with their water. They'll probably bring one bottle of 12 ounces or 16 ounces, and I'm saying this is not enough for you as an athlete or someone who's going to be training for the next hour and a half or 2 hours in the sun. Or even if there was no sun, you're going to be exerting a lot of energy. So, needless to say, I'm giving some stories right now. Needless to say, there's one particular athlete, I think it was last week, Friday. I said to him, bro, where's your water? And he said, Coach, don't you have a key to the restroom? I said, no, I don't. And he's like, oh, man, I didn't bring the water because that's where I get my water from during breaks. I said, bro, you cannot depend on us to provide you water. You have to bring your own. Have to have your own gallon bottle of water. And I remember specifically the day before, the head trainer said, guys, bring a gallon of water each day to practice. Each day. But it's like they still just bring little 10-ounce bottles of water. And, I mean, if you're bringing a 10-ounce bottle of water, you need to bring 5 or 10 of them. And you need to go through 2 of them every time you drink.
Right.
But it's like, I said to them, I said, look, we are going to provide water. The training department will provide water and Gatorade. But what if one day we come here and we see a big yellow tape on the door that says, do not drink hot water because it needs to be boiled, or you cannot drink it until 2 p.m. because the city found something wrong with the water this morning. What are you going to do then? Because there's sometimes you cannot help the situation. And how much is it for a gallon bottle of spring water from the store? 35 cents for 50 cents, and you get the bottle and you refill it for 35 cents or 25 cents. It's not that big, people. But the importance of drinking water, it cannot be undermined, and we have a list we're going to go through today. But trust me, Kevin, it is beyond me why anyone would want to go around not drinking water. And this is why sometimes I have a problem with these reality shows, because all they sip on is liquor.
I don't watch reality TV, so
the one time you watch it, man, you say I just champagne and wine them a drink. I don't understand that.
Because for them fridge, their refrigerator does not dispense water. They have champagne and wine dispensers.
Almost that. That's why, that's why I hate those shows. No one drinks water. Everybody's drinking some kind of alcohol.
What kind of message we're sending to the young people, right?
Yeah, what kind of message are we sending to people right now?
The impressionable minds.
Yeah. What's the message we're sending people?
So, before you leave us tonight, which is about another 30 to 40 minutes, are we going to be looking at water versus sports drink, or am I going to be looking at water versus sports drink? Because that's a question that a lot of people battle with, especially athletes. As a matter of fact, don't even touch that yet. I'll ask you your take on that before you go. That's what I will do. Water.
You answer later in the show, I say no.
Listen, I will ask that later in the show. I want you to present. Right. I want you to bring what you have to share. I want you to share what you have to share. And let me see, it's 25 minutes after the hour. We're going to take a quick break in just a few minutes, literally in just a few minutes. But I will want you to share that. What's your take on water versus sports drink later on?
Okay.
So, what are we going to be getting into when we come back from the break? I just want a quick little preface.
All right. Basically, before we go on a break, and when we come back from a break, the one thing I want to start off with before we go on a break is to emphasize to people that water in itself, it will help to energize your muscles.
Mm-hmm.
The cells that don't maintain the balance of fluids and electrolytes will shrivel, which can result in muscle fatigue. That's why you find that you start feeling easy. And you start. Now, when muscle cells don't have adequate fluid, all right, they will not work as well, and their performance will suffer. All right? So that's why, even if you're not exercising, and more importantly, when you're exercising, you have to stay hydrated. And the hydration usually occurs the day before. Listen to me, people. The hydration takes place the day before.
You said the day before.
The day before.
So, wait, hold on. No. What am I drinking today if I needed to be hydrated yesterday?
That was the day before yesterday. That's for tomorrow.
No, brethren.
You know what I said? Because, all right, look at it this way. If you wait until you're thirsty or wait until you're dehydrated to get hydrated, you're going to be a day behind. You're going to be $1 short all the time. So it's like a Comcast bill, your forward pay. Some people can't get that analogy. Your forward pay. And you put it in the bank, so to speak, so that your body can draw on it for the cell's performance. Because remember, even overnight as you sleep, as you fast during sleeping,
right,
your body will tend to become dehydrated because that's a very long period that you don't have any water.
All right. Don't go any further.
And don't go any further. I'm right here.
Any further. Okay. We're going to hold on to that point right there. And when we come back, we'll talk about it some more.
Remember, I drink some water.
So you're drinking tomorrow? You're drinking tomorrow's water?
Yeah.
See, this gives a whole new meaning to forward thinking. A whole new meaning. Alright, we're going to take a quick little break. When we come back, we'll talk some more. It's a night shift to DJ Kevin Stew, thing we call Healthy Love. Happens each and every Tuesday. And with me is my co-host, the honorary Dr. DJ Sean Garrity. We'll be right back. When being in the moment is priceless, consider the ability to share that moment. If you can video it, you can broadcast it. And Pulse E-Media Group has the tools you need. Weddings, birthdays, funerals, graduations, church services, parties, seminars, you name it. Pulse E-Media Group can provide you with a secure medium controlled by you to broadcast your event. Contact us at www.pulseemediagroup.com for more information. Pulse E-Media Group, when being in the moment is priceless.
JTMC Music presents the highly anticipated, much talked about, The Juggling Rhythm Volume 1. This classic rhythm takes on a new life with tracks from both established artists and introduces some incredible new voices. Get your dancing shoes ready with The Juggling Rhythm, featuring international reggae dancehall artist Mr. Vegas, alongside Ian Sweetness, Ed Robinson, Jack Radix, Hezron, Dangling, Joanna Marie featuring Galaxy P, Delly Ranks featuring Jawiz, Ambalik, Christine Alicia, Yishka. Also the new sensations on the rhythm: Seal, Danger Lee, Marquis Skelenar, Zachary. Available on all digital media outlets. The Juggling Rhythm. Get it, get it, get it.
It's time to get live, it's time to get lit. Spiritually powered inspirational thoughts. It's time to spit. Join Sharon Corinthian and St. Patrick every Tuesday night from 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on 96.3 IMG Radio as they bring you poetry at its finest, featuring some of the hottest spoken word artists from around the world. It will leave you touched, moved, and inspired. Tell a friend to tell a friend and join us for the show.
We're off to an early start for a long hot summer, but beat the heat with a dash of lemongrass refresher. This cool thirst quencher is a low sugar beverage made from the fevergrass plant, which has antioxidants, several wellness properties, and is a great lifestyle drink for all ages. Ah, that hits the spot. It's a new great taste. Have one today. Dash Lemongrass Refresher, distributed by Carib Atlantic Distributors. Call 954-614-0919. That's 954-614-0919. Life's a dash. Live well.
Yes. Akar Mantino, I'm making notes right now. You are locked in to DJ Kevin Stew on the night shift.
And I don't waste time on the mic with a dope rhyme. Jump to the rhythm, jump to the rhythm, jump. And I'm here to combine beats and lyrics to make you shake your pants, take a chance. Come on and dance, guys. Grab a girl, don't wait, make a twirl. It's your world and I'm just a squirrel, trying to get a nut to move your butt to the dance floor. So yo, what's up? Hands in the air, come on, say yeah. Everybody over here, everybody over there. The crowd is live and I'm through this groove. Party people in the house, move.
Let's sweat. Just know you can't put out what you didn't put in. Want to welcome you back to the show. This segment of the show is brought to you courtesy of GMAC Music Solutions. After you line up everything and have your broadcast sorted out, you really should have had this in place already. Your stage setup, your lighting, your audio. But in the event that you don't, these are the people that you can contact to make it happen. GMAC Music Solution, 754-307 GMAC. At 754-307-4622. Give them a call. Tell them DJ Kevin Stew sent you. Yeah, everybody dance now. Let's break a sweat and see where it gets us. But again, you cannot put out what you didn't put in. For those of you just tuning in, welcome to the show. It's Night Shift to DJ Kevin Stew. Tonight we're talking about hydration, being hydrated. What does it mean to be hydrated? What happens when you don't hydrate? We're going to find out some of those things tonight. And of course, with me is Sean Garrity. I can't even talk. But that could be the result of dehydration also. Not thinking straight. You start to think lean. Welcome guest 843. Welcome to the show. Glad to have you. Tell you what, those of you guys who are in the chat room right now, just invite somebody. Go ahead. Hit the share button. Yeah, there's a share button right there. If you're using a computer, you go over the screen and you see some icons come up. Hit the share button. Share it with some friends. Yeah! Welcome. How's the weather up there? I mentioned your weather at the beginning of my show, you know. How is the weather up there? Sean.
Yep.
I have to ask you, you know. For those not in South Florida, that the heat would drive you to drink water. Being specific here. For those who live in the less temperate climates, how do water thing go for them? Because it must be different. Your body not burning as much water.
You know, that's a start process that you're in a cool place, you're not burning as much. The reality is you are still using a lot of water, and you still have to maintain the regular suggested intake of water.
Mm-hmm.
The regular suggested intake of water for each person,
yeah,
you should think about half your body weight in ounces of water.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're 160 pounds, you should drink 80 ounces of water. All right. For each day, 80 ounces of water. So if you have a 12-ounce bottle of water,
right,
of course, that's about what? 7 of them? 6 of them?
Yeah.
6 of them, yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes people will probably drink 3 of those and feel all right.
You see, but it's not about the feeling all right.
Uh-huh.
Because that's a false sense of, I don't want to say a false sense of security, but it's just a false feeling.
Uh-huh.
Because you consumed some water, you're saying, okay, I am good now. But you're good for now. Because, like you said before the break, the water that you're drinking today is not for today, but is for tomorrow.
It's for tomorrow.
So, as an athlete,
yeah,
when you're training and you do a few laps around the track and you're thirsty, even if you were drinking water before that and you go drink water after that to quench that thirst, you're saying that water that you're drinking is not for that immediate thirst. It's for tomorrow's thirst.
Right, because if you hydrated properly before your practice, let's say 2 days before your practice or your run, you're hydrated very, very well, and you go to the performance or the training session, and you do feel a little thirsty, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's okay to feel like you want to drink water, but the thirst, like when it's actually the thirst, that might be the difference. So if you're just drinking water regular basis, you should be fine. But it's when you reach that boiling point, so to speak, that you might run into an issue.
Mm.
You know, and
Gotcha.
even with the water, then, you know, you're only just, you know, you're not really topping up. You're trying to fill up at the tank.
Mm.
You see, you know what I'm saying? So even like use the whole tank thing. At the end of your work day, when you fill up your gas tank, right? You know how to fill up the gas tank for right this, so you have to fill it up for tomorrow.
Right.
So it's the same concept. I remember during the night, you know, when you sleep, you're gonna lose some water because you're sleeping.
Oh, it's not because of wet dreams.
Not because some people have that too. And some people just, you know,
I mean,
sweat.
sweating in your dreams. That's what I mean.
Yeah, some people sweat and dreams. And some people, you know, go to the bed and go on the bed. But again,
Right.
if you think about sleeping, you're supposed to sleep 6 to 8 hours, and you shut your eye at 10 p.m. and you don't get it back till 6 a.m. You have gone 8 hours without a sip of water.
But it's not like you're running for 8 hours. You're
A
asleep.
lot of your body functions are still active and do pull water, because during the fasting stage of the body, you know, the body actually cleanses itself during the night sleep.
Okay.
So the water is also important for the transfer and the movement of fluids throughout the body, of minerals throughout the body. And so it's getting washed off and cleaned out by the liver, and then it gets stored. And then you have to urinate. Then you wake up in the morning, you feel like you want to urinate, but what?
Right.
I mean, you understand me? So that's how the whole thing is connected. But you have to drink a lot of water. I get it. People don't want to go to the bathroom a lot. Urinate, you know, take away from your quote unquote productivity.
But it is important. It is imperative.
Right, it's imperative.
I can tell you, personally, I have water is one of the last things that I consume, and it definitely is the first thing every month. I go to sleep and there's a bottle of water right there. So there's two things I reach for. I reach for the phone to turn off the alarm. And I soon get rid of that phone in my bedroom also. Let's go back to the traditional alarm clock. But that's for another show. I reach for my phone to turn off the alarm. And then I reach for the bottle of water. Two things. And I reach on the other side and make sure that... Anyway, but... Yeah, I reach for the phone, I reach for the water. And then I get going with my day. And that's how it works for me. And typically, I find that it's a good feeling because it helps to wake me up.
The water does wake you up. That's what it does. It energizes the cells. So, whenever you want to wake yourself up in the morning, early morning, drink some water.
Simple as that. That's it. Just drink some water.
Yeah, the first thing you should drink is 8 12-ounce bottle of water, preferably room temperature.
Who knew?
Who knew?
So, you drink water today, for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow morning, you get up to drink water to kickstart your body's function.
Yeah.
So how is that water? How come that water is for the days to kickstart your body function and not the water that you consumed the night before? You see this body thing here? Jeez, boy.
Because, again, Kev, a lot of that water you're using just to maintain yourself for the next day.
Right.
If you let yourself go dehydrated or slow sleep and go sleep, you're not gonna wake up.
Mm.
You're not gonna wake up. I don't mean to be that grim, but you're not gonna wake up.
Is there another kind of grim you can be?
No, that's the grim of all grimness. So
But
that's why it's important to just drink your water and drink it regularly.
mm,
Drive with 2 bottles of water in your bag. You know, I jog when I go jogging in my neighborhood or I go find like a 5 mile walk. I always walk with an ID and a $10.
wait,
And
ID and $10.
ID and $10, yeah.
So okay, I can understand the ID just in case you get stopped, and because you're in the neighborhood, you know you have to explain certain things. But
The $10.
tell them about the $10.
In case I need water.
Oh well, yeah. You did say you go with 2 things: ID and $10. You didn't say you go with water. Okay,
Right.
makes sense.
Because when I go, right, I typically drink water before I leave the house. But I don't really like walking with the bottle of water when I'm walking.
Mm,
Keep the $10. So after the first mile, 2 miles, or whatever it is,
right.
I will stop at a gas station or wherever I'm at, buy a bottle of water, drink that off, dash the bottle, walk some more, and if I repeat some more water, I have to change from the $10 buy another bottle of water. Because I just don't like the feeling of walking with water in my hand. I walk with anything for that matter in my hand. I don't even have the phone in my pocket when I'm walking.
Seriously?
Seriously.
You're
It's
a
like
strange one.
It's like someone touching the phone, brother.
Okay. Well, again, to each his own.
Yeah. That's another thing. When you work with me, you cannot have a phone.
But you're a real slave master, you man.
See? Why not always use them terms for the no discipline? Anyway.
That's for another show. That's for another show.
So let me use, because I got 30 minutes left. Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Let me tell you 10 quick things. Why before they drink water. Well, number one, I kind of touched on this already. If you don't drink water, you will die. It's that
Right.
simple. Right? It's just that important. And depending on your environment,
Mm-hmm.
you can live only a few days without water. Maybe a week at best.
Okay.
But we can live much longer without food.
Right.
Alright? Now, next one is, it helps to prevent cancer. That's what the research suggests. That staying hydrated can reduce the risk of colon cancer
Mm-hmm.
by 45%.
45%.
45%.
Just drinking water.
Just drinking water.
Plain water.
Water.
For those of you who are listening and want to chime in anytime within the next, however long the show is, hour and 10 minutes, 773-789-STEW, 773-789-7839. That's the number to get you in touch. You can call, you can text, 773-789-7839. All right. So, and
Some
yeah.
some more things. It helps you to be less cranky. Because what the research says is that dehydration can affect your mood and make you grumpy and confused. So think clearer and be happier by drinking more water. Because remember, once you're dehydrated, you start losing body function.
So, you want to tell me that all them cranky people that I come across, if you give them a bottle of water, it change the mood?
Yeah, kind of like a Snicker commercial. You're not you when you're hungry. You're not you when you're thirsty. Alright? So it also helps to perform better. Because, proper hydration will contribute to increased athletic performance, especially for my athletes. Water composes 75% of our muscle tissue. So, of course, dehydration can lead to weakness, fatigue, dizziness, and electrolyte imbalance. The other thing is water helps you to lose weight. Sometimes you think that they are hungry when actually it's thirsty, the body thirsty.
Right.
So your body just starts turning on all the alarms when we ignore it. For those of you trying to drop some pounds, staying hydrated can serve as an appetite suppressant and help with the weight loss. You remember we used to go, grandma says, "Come full of your belly with water, come here, you know, want me to cook some with a 5 months, you know."
Yeah. I used to get it from
Your mommy?
yeah, I got it from my mother. My grandmother didn't tell me that. My grandmother just gave me the look. But my mother used to do the you have the food there while you're drinking all that water. You're not going to eat if you drink all that water. What is water? Come on.
Which is kind of true because you're full of your water.
So if you're trying to lose weight, drink some water.
Drink a whole water.
So wait. How you explain the water retention thing? If you're supposed to drink only water, why you have the water retention?
Something that's not work right in your body, that's why, man. The water's supposed to flow through your body, not collecting in one area.
Oh, so again, water can help to diagnose certain issues.
It also is what it also really helps have less joint pain. Because what it does is it keeps the cartilage soft and hydrated.
Right.
And this is certainly how, glucamine helps reduce joint pain by adding cartilage's absorption of water.
Yeah, well, when you talk about keeping things juicy and fluid, we endorse that unhealthy love. Yes.
So, moving onwards and upwards, you can flush out the waste and bacteria because the digestive system needs water to function properly, of course.
Right.
Waste is flushed out in the form of urea. Urine.
Urine, right. I learned that one in bio.
But no, also combined with fiber, water can cure constipation.
Not by itself, you have to combine it with fiber.
I mean, you can do it if you have a tonic, but I've been known to not being ready to go and drink a bottle of water.
Right.
And then like magic.
And good to go.
Yeah, I'm good to go.
See, magic, man. This water thing, you can't beat water, Alright, so I had asked you before we went on a commercial break.
We'll do that after these three, because I have 3 minutes to go.
Make sure you're going to you hit us up with that. I'm just giving you the reminder. Okay, go.
Okay.
Next 3.
So it helps to prevent headache. Right? Sometimes headaches can be caused by dehydration, of course. So if you drink water, it can prevent and alleviate the nasty head pain. So next time you hear it, try drinking some water.
Husbands, please know when your wife say I have a headache, just get her a bottle of water.
And she can't get it after that.
No more argument.
No more argument. So here's one thing that women would definitely love. It makes your skin glow. Right? Because, the skin is a large part of the body. So regular and plentiful water consumption, Devin,
Yes.
improve the color and texture of your skin by keeping it building new cells properly.
Nice. I like glowing, soft skin. Yeah, I like that. The dull, dry thing. That doesn't work with me. That nice, supple, glowing skin. That's yes. What's the next one?
And finally, it feeds your body because water is essential for the proper circulation of nutrients in the body Water will serve as the body's transport system.
Mm-hmm.
Alright?
I thought that was what the blood did.
Well, remember, say, water is a part of it, you know. It cannot have blood without water.
Okay. I can't argue that.
Alright? So, before we get into the sports drink versus water, just remember, key things to remember, people. Drink half your body weight in ounces each day.
Mm-hmm.
Carry a little bottle everywhere you go. I see people walk with them coffee mug everywhere they go, and there's coffee and
Right.
more coffee inside there.
Yeah, sometimes it's a little bit of brandy and sometimes a little bit of rum. But okay.
But whatever it is,
It's not
the next
water.
people eat raw fruits and vegetables. Because raw fruits and vegetables are loaded with water.
Mm-hmm.
And finally, you gotta drink water until you urinate frequently with a light color.
Okay. You see, a lot of people now, one, don't like the idea of urinating frequently.
Mess up my sleep.
Two, if they see that the urine is clear, they think something is wrong.
Yeah, I never got that.
More often than not, people think clear urine means something is wrong. On the contrary, light or white is more right. Just saying.
Just saying.
It's not so
Now-
mellow if it's yellow.
Now, let me see if I can answer the question. Sports drink versus water.
Right. For you.
For me, water has always been better. For me, you know, I am not a juice person or a drink person or a soda person. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do drink those things, but a bottle of orange juice, if it's me alone, it's going to last 2 weeks in my fridge.
Mm-hmm. It shouldn't,
So-
but
Right.
okay.
The bottle of water is going to last.
Is it going to make it to your fridge?
No,
Then it's not going to last.
you know, that's how it is for me. So you just got to know these things and live accordingly. You know, remember, Thursday is H2O Thursday. Just drink water that.
Right.
And then Saturday, just sit on just drink water. Just go with more water again on Saturday.
Let it flow, let it flow, let it flow.
All right, so sports drinks versus water. I tend to go for water.
Mm-hmm.
I tend to encourage my athletes to go for water. Sports drink tends to be a lot of sugar. Yeah. Sometimes they also don't carry the electrolytes needed. There are a few products out there that carry everything you need and more.
Mm-hmm.
So you may want to take some time and look for these products and get them.
Right. Okay.
Now, sports drink again, the other thing is, to me, when I drank sports drink, the one I used to drink, I used to love drinking was all sports, because it tastes like soda.
Right, so you don't drink sports drinks anymore.
Like I said, it's not something that I'm going to reach for first, but I will dabble with a Gatorade or, you know, one of those things, a Powerade before workout or before, even when I'm at work.
You know what I used to drink, and sometimes I still do? Because, and this goes back to my days at St. Richard's Primary.
Mm-hmm.
I would get glucose
Mm-hmm.
and pour it in my bottle of water, shake it up, and drink that. That is what I would do. Glucose.
I'll just eat glucose while I drive by itself.
I've been known to do that too. Because remember, you know, I going back to my primary school days and sports day, running all through the day in that hot sun. Coach used to come and just pour some glucose in your hand middle.
Yeah, swap it out.
And you just walk through and you eat that. And you're gone again because you got into the pipe and drink some water. You're good to go. There wasn't this bottled water thing. People that had water with them were the ones that had the little igloos. That was back in the day when igloo was cool.
Yeah, like an igloo.
Yeah, with a little spout at the top. And
yeah, man, used to bring that to school at the time. Man was red.
Yeah. And when you want to share with your friends, them cup their hands and you pour your contents. Yeah.
Yeah.
Igloo. But you used to get your glucose in your hand. And what I think they had done with the sports drink is taken that concept and decided, okay, we're going to slap a label on this bottle and we're going to market it and say this is the best thing, the next best thing ever.
The next best thing for sliced bread.
Let's put some flavor in it, add some Kool-Aid, and now here we go. Sports drink with different flavors.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have to just taste like a little bit of sweetened water. That's what I think they did. But that's just my opinion.
That was Gina Steelery.
Hey, all is fair in matchsticks and business.
So people, I would say for athletes especially, go for water. Go for water because it has everything you need and it's going to fire up yourself.
Mm-hmm.
The sports drink or the sodas, they got too much sugar in them. And if you don't use that sugar up, you're going to have a problem.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Sean. I thank you, Regin.
Yeah, man. Not a problem, man.
And we'll do this again come next week. Because
yes,
all being well, that is. Because that's what we do. It's what we do right here on the night shift. Every Tuesday night we do Healthy Love. And more often than not, Sean is with us. You have track meet coming up next week, don't you?
Yeah, man. And one of them is going to be, Tuesday, Wednesday?
Oh, so next week is iffy.
It's going to be tough.
Alright, understood. So that I don't get calls, if I fired Sean Garrett or he quit or something,
Man, starting own a big show, right?
Yeah, just like that. Alright, Regin, take care. Have a good week. Stay hydrated.
Yeah, man. You too. People, y'all make sure you please stay hydrated. I'm out.
Alright. Quick little commercial break, and when we come back, we talk a little bit more, and later on, we move into our musical therapy. That's how we're gonna do it. We'll be right back. Matthew 28:19 says, "Go ye therefore and teach all nations." With this in mind, and encouragement received during a South Florida media conference, The Church Links was birthed. The Church Links is an interdenominational worship service portal for churches, providing the tools to spread the word through technology in a cost-effective way. The Church Links, www.dahchurchlinx.com. Your links to worship and praise.
JTMC Music presents the highly anticipated, much talked about, the Juggling Rhythm Volume 1. This classic rhythm takes on a new life with tracks from both established artists and introduces some incredible new voices. Get your dancing shoes ready with the Juggling Rhythm, featuring international reggae dancehall artist Mr. Vegas, alongside Ian Sweetness, Ed Robinson, Jack Radix, Hezron, Dangling, Joanna Marie featuring Galaxy P, Denny Rants featuring Jawiz, Amber Leak, Christine Alicia, Yishka. Also the new sensations on the rhythm. Zeal, Danger Lee, Marquis Skelenar, Zachary. Available on all digital media outlets. The Juggling Rhythm. Get it, get it, get it.
It's time to get live, it's time to get lit. Spiritually powered inspirational thoughts. It's time to spit. Join Sharon Corinthian and St. Patrick every Tuesday night from 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on 96.3 IMG Radio as they bring you poetry at its finest, featuring some of the hottest spoken word artists from around the world. It will leave you touched, moved, and inspired. Tell a friend to tell a friend and join us for the show.
We're off to an early start for a long hot summer, but beat the heat with a dash of lemongrass refresher. This cool thirst quencher is a low sugar beverage made from the fevergrass plant, which has antioxidants, several wellness properties, and is a great lifestyle drink for all ages. Ah, that hits the spot. It's a new great taste. Have one today. Dash Lemongrass Refresher, distributed by Carib Atlantic Distributors. Call 954-614-0919. That's 954-614-0919. Life's a dash. Live well.
It's Christina representing for DJ Kevin. You see me, I say, I don't know the boss. You see me, I say, DJ Kevin Stew and the night shift radio show. Yo, it at the thing, turn up the thing loud. Whoa, DJ Kevin Stew at the heart of a champion. Never underestimate, just choose him. The silver line behind the dark clouds. DJ Kevin Stew believing, and that's no doubt. Salute the night shift radio show, Christina. It's a hot it up, loud.
Yeah. What's up? We need all the ladies to hit the dance floor. Hey! Lou, you think they ready? Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Hey! What? Huh? Hey! Put your hands up! Hey! What? Hey! Shake that, shake that! Hey! What? Hey! Put your hands up! Hey! What?
It's Christina representing.
Heard about the way that I be. I pull her body to me slowly. Yeah, she whispered to me, are you ready for me? Don't even ask me. I spend this cash probably. If you can lose, we can lose it out on this floor. So what you got for me? In my kitchen, girl, just listen first. I gotta see you.
Hey, what? Huh? Hey, put your hands up.
You paid me. She got so wet, she tried to slip away. Oh, that's right. I grabbed her waist and told her, don't be crazy. You want the show, lady. So hit the stage, cause I love it when you perform. What you got for me? In the shower after hours, I just gotta see you.
Hey, what? Hey, put your hands up. What? Shake that, shake that. Hey, what? Hey, put your hands up. What?
Giving you a little bit of live remixing. K-Slay, Little John, Marshall Montano, and the remix, Square One, The Plumber. I want to thank y'all for sticking around. Yeah, it's not musical therapy time yet. But it's the latest song. Good evening to you. How you doing? This segment of the show is brought to you courtesy of JTMC Enterprise. Of course, it's healthy love. And we're talking about being hydrated. That's our topic tonight. So if you're just tuning in, that's what we're talking about. Hydration. And one of the things I wanted to touch on is, well, you heard Sean mention it, why hydration is important. And the fact that water is best when you want to stay hydrated. Now, other foods, other drinks, they can help you to stay hydrated. But some may add extra calories from sugar. Fruit and vegetable juices, milk, herbal teas, these things add to the amount of water that you get each day. So, yes, you want to drink water, but you can drink other things that add to the amount of water you get each day. Not to say that you can just go with these things. Caffeinated drinks, like coffee, tea, soda, they can contribute, but they're not the source that you want to get your water from, because they have other things in them. And again, one of the things we talk about a lot on the show is staying as close to natural as possible. So you pick a fruit off the tree. It's a whole lot better than getting a fruit out of a can, because again, off the tree, it's natural. No additives, no dyes, no preservatives, none of these things. So as close to natural as possible. Energy drinks, these are not quite the same as sports drinks. Energy drinks usually contain large amounts of caffeine, and they contain ingredients that overstimulate. So these are things that you really don't need in your body. You don't need the overstimulation. Stimulation is good. Overstimulation can cause a problem. Most of these drinks are also high in sugar. So children, teens, energy drinks, no. That's you don't want to be giving your kids, your teens and your toddlers and your pre-teens, you don't want to be giving them energy drinks. It's just a recipe for disaster. Now, if staying hydrated is difficult, Here are some things that you could try to do. Keep a bottle of water with you during the day. It also helps to reduce the cost of. Here Sean say he goes out with $10 and his ID. $10 is for the water that he'd possibly get. But if you carry water with you, then you don't need one. So you can carry a reusable water bottle that you can fill up on the way if wherever you're running you have water fountains, or wherever you're going, not necessarily running, but wherever you are, if you know that there are water fountains there, you want to keep a bottle of water with you. You can fill up as you go through your day. Also, there are some, what I call them, camel packs. They fit like vests, but it's really water in them, and has a little straw thingy. Yeah, it adds to the amount of weight that you're carrying, but consider that a part of your weight training. And you can stay hydrated at the same time. For me, that's a win-win. If you don't like the taste of plain water, try adding a slice of lemon or lime to it. And that's good for you too, because it helps to make the water more alkaline. Your body works best in an alkaline state. Viruses don't thrive in an alkaline environment. Just something to consider, something to think about. Drink water before, during, and after a workout. I should have asked Sean about this. I tend to limit the amount of water that I consume because I get these cramps when I'm playing sports or working out. I get these cramps, and usually it's associated with drinking a lot of water. So how do you get around that as an athlete, as a coach? I should have asked Sean how he deals with that, but maybe we can talk about that a little bit more next week, all being well, if we remember. Anybody out there who they work out a lot, or athletes, other athletes, how do you deal with it? Typically, I just run through it, by the way. When you're feeling hungry, drink water. Why? Because thirst is often confused with hunger. We mentioned this before. We talked about this one. If you have trouble remembering to drink water, do it on a schedule. Set a reminder. Most people have smartphones. Go ahead, set a reminder on your phone. Drink water. You can drink water when you wake up, at breakfast, lunch, dinner, when you go to bed. All these times. You can have a small glass of water at the beginning of every hour. Some people have digital watches that on the hour, you go boop boop. Yeah, you get a little beep. Go ahead. Use that. Drink some water whenever you hear it. For those who tend to like going to restaurants, but your pockets can't really manage some of the bill sometimes, go for water. Ask for a slice of lemon if you want to add a little flavor to it. Go for water. Free. So you can have your meal and drink your water. Now, when you're dehydrated, sometimes we miss the mark when it comes to dehydration. We don't know that we're dehydrated. And that's a problem. Because all kind of things can happen when you're dehydrated. But signs of dehydration would include little or no urine. Urine that is darker than normal. Dry mouth. Sleepiness or fatigue. Extreme thirst, headaches, confusion, dizziness, lightheadedness. If you're crying, you don't have any tears. Some people would say, but you're faking it. No, I'm really crying. I'm just dehydrated. But you don't want to wait until you see some of these things happening before you drink water. because you could also be damaging your kidneys. You don't want to damage your kidneys. Some people are at higher risk of dehydration, including people who exercise at high intensity or in hot weather. And they do it for a little bit longer than they should. Or if they have certain medical conditions like kidney stones and bladder infections, or if they have a fever, you'll need water. If you have diarrhea or you're vomiting, you're going to need to replenish. You're pregnant, you're breastfeeding. Again, you want to stay hydrated. Older adults also at risk of higher risk of dehydration. As you get older, one of the things to note is that your brain may not be able to sense dehydration. It doesn't send signals for thirst. Whether it is that your brain is tired or tired of you running yourself into this point. Either way, whichever one. Understand that water makes up more than half of your body weight. So you lose water each day when you go to the bathroom, when you sweat, when you breathe, you're losing water. When it's hot, you lose more. You lose it faster. When you're physically active, you lose it faster. So if you do not replace the water that you lose, that's when you become dehydrated. Do you want to become dehydrated? Do you want to experience the dizziness, the headaches, the confusion? All these things happen when you're dehydrated. Yeah, it's just eyelash getting in my eye. That doesn't happen when you're dehydrated. I'm not dehydrated. But you have to remember to stay on top of these things, because this is how we survive. It might sound kind of crazy, but it's true. You remove the water from the body, you start killing your cells. You kill your cells, that's it. Cells are what make us up. So we get rid of the cells and then we're left with what? Just a shell. 23 minutes after the hour. So we have 37 minutes before the end of the show. Yeah, just a few minutes before we roll into our musical therapy. I say stay hydrated, and I think we should probably just have a real juicy show. Yeah? The remainder of the show should be keeping it juicy. But you do want to, again, somebody go drink some water right now. Stay hydrated. That's what we're gonna do. Stay hydrated. 24 minutes after the hour. That's on the Boys to Men.
We don't even talk anymore, and we don't even know what we argue about. Don't even say I love you no more, 'cause saying how we feel is no longer allowed. Some people work things out, and some just don't know how to change. Let's don't wait till the water runs dry. We might watch our whole lives pass us by. Let's don't wait till the water runs dry. We'll make the biggest mistake of our lives. Don't do it, baby. Ooh. Yeah. No, they can see the tears in our eyes. Yeah. apart? Why do we hurt each other? Why do we push love away?
Let's don't wait till the water runs dry. We might watch our whole lives pass us by. Let's don't wait till the water runs dry. We'll make the biggest mistake of our lives. Don't do it, baby.
Some people will work things out, and some just don't know how to change.
Let's don't wait till the water runs dry. We might watch our whole lives pass us by. Let's don't wait till the water runs dry. We'll make the biggest mistake of our lives. Don't do it, baby. Don't do it, baby.
Lonely mother gazing out of the window, staring at a sun that she just can't touch. If at any time he's in the jam, she'll be by his side, but he doesn't realize he hurts her so much. But all the praying just ain't helping at all, 'cause he can't seem to keep himself out of trouble. So he goes out and he makes his money the best way he knows how. Another body laying cold in the gutter. Listen to me. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to. I know that you're gonna have it your way or nothing at all, but I think you're moving too fast. Little Precious has a natural obsession for temptation, but he just can't see. She gives him loving that his body can handle, but all he can say is, baby, it's good to me. One day he goes and takes a glimpse in the mirror, but he doesn't recognize his own face. His health is fading and he doesn't know why. 3 letters took him to his final resting place. You don't hear me? Don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to. I know that you're gonna have it your way or nothing at all, but I think you're moving too fast. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to. I know that you're gonna
29 minutes after the hour.
way or nothing at all, but I think you're moving too fast.
Gonna take a quick little break.
Come on. I seen a rainbow yesterday, but too many storms have come and only been a trace of not one guy to give a praise it, but that's my life is 10 shades.
We'll come back.
Fade away, so the praise him for the 70s.
We go full swing into our musical therapy.
Chances I bleed to bring my life to an end. Clear blue and unconditional. Skies have dried the tears from my eyes. No one lonely cries. My only bleeding hope is for the hope who can't cope with such an enduring pain that it keeps him in the pouring rain. Who's to blame for to gain into your own vein? What a shame you're shooting aim for someone else's brain. You claim the insane and ain't to stay in time for falling prey to crime. I say the system got you addicted to your own mind. Dreams are hopeless aspirations and hopes are coming true. Believe in yourself, the rest is up to me. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to.
We'll be right back. Matthew 28:19 says, "Go ye therefore and teach all nations." With this in mind and encouragement received during a South Florida media conference, The Church Links was birthed. The Church Links is an interdenominational worship service portal for churches, providing the tools to spread the word through technology in a cost-effective way. The Church Links, www.dahchurchlinx.com. Your links to worship and praise.
JTMC Music presents the highly anticipated, much talked about, the Juggling Rhythm Volume 1. This classic rhythm takes on a new life with tracks from both established artists and introduces some incredible new voices. Get your dancing shoes ready with the Juggling Rhythm, featuring international reggae dancehall artist Mr. Vegas, alongside Ian Sweetness, Ed Robinson, Jack Radix, Hezron, Dangling, Joanna Marie featuring Galaxy P, Denny Rance featuring Jawiz, Ambalik, Christine Alicia, Yishka. Also the new sensations on the rhythm: Zeal, Danger Lee, Marquis Skelenar, Zachary. Available on all digital media outlets. The Juggling Rhythm. Get it, get it, get it.
When being in the moment is priceless, consider the ability to share that moment. If you can video it, you can broadcast it. And Pulse E-Media Group has the tools you need. Weddings, birthdays, funerals, graduations, church services, parties, seminars, you name it. Pulse E-Media Group can provide you with a secure medium controlled by you to broadcast your event. Contact us at www.pulsemediagroup.com for more information. Pulse E-Media Group, when being in the moment is priceless.
Hey yo, this is Caraman to let you know that right about now you are logged on to DJ Kevin Stew on the night shift. Don't move.
Reality, slave mentality. Alright then, them skin black, them brain white, them drink beer rum, them stay high, them party like every day and every night. Everybody want to live movie star lifestyle. Them don't, none of them no bright. Them no read, so you know them no right. Them have an insatiable appetite for the most expensive things in a life. But them that's not high. Me old school like the rank Alkanite. Me low key Caramanti no hype. And me nah go sell out so nobody can buy. Inna the rap me a chill more times. We a book meditate and vibe. But me want know who is these guys where I sell them soul for the fame and hype. Slave mentality. Inna that time me a beer slave. I say, but me a watch them and they one of them day I pray. And from me see them we free them and know we try we know we can't free them. Slave mentality. Inna that time me a beer slave. I say, but me a watch them and they one of them day I pray. And from me see them we free them and know we try we know we can't.
I want to welcome you to our musical therapy.
Them in a makeup, good man and woman face made up. Hard to recognize to all them change up. But I need
This is the sound of Caramanti.
and it no matter what you say, them say one.
New music coming from her track called Slave Mentality.
And if you mention history, them status, them no one know that them want famous. But them that conscious, me old school like the second and pants cuff.
This segment of the show is brought to you courtesy of the Wake Up and Live show. Sir Rockwell.
Only good enough, me they are Kingston, I do me own stuff. The usual reading and train up. But me want know who is
For those of you who are suffering from withdrawals already, he'll be back soon.
but me I watch them and they one of them day I pray. And from we see them we free them and know we try we know we can. problem is them a slave, but them don't know that them is. Them so arrogant and them so damn stupid. Them don't want read fi expand them knowledge. So
all being well, Sir Rockwell should be on tomorrow morning.
I learn from Jack, where I learn from Jill. Blind a lead, blind a the same damn thing. A precisely why
7 and tomorrow is Wednesday, so extended till 12.
Yeah, watch them and they let them day I pray. And from we see them we free them and know which way we know we can't free them. Saving
when the just go when they die.
But me a watch them and they let them day I pray. And from we see them we free them and know which way we know we know.
You never diss nobody, never kill nobody, never see nobody with them things and just
Zona Da Vinci.
the way you last when you're not happy yet. I saw your heart still.
Track called Nobody Knows.
So whether innocent life pass, the one them when you take when I need that. Them say things we have you no big question denied, but this made me happy act. So God, where do angels go when they die? Is there a heaven in the sky where nobody knows? Cause the rain fall when the angels cry. Is there a place beyond their eyes where nobody knows? Where do angels go when they die? Is there a heaven in the sky? Nobody knows. Cause rain fall when the angels cry. Is there a place beyond their eyes where nobody knows? Them tell me if you don't baptize, then you can't go up to the 4-year-old and feel the gangs of the devil. Me navigate another day. Mother cry over the body, not a happy saying, yeah. I will catch you there when me ask for why go up and down to Chave and Martin. Me big brother gone and make me heart wait. Me heart bleeding if me asking. Where do angels go when they die? Is there a heaven in the sky where nobody knows? Cause the rain fall when the angels cry. Is there a place beyond their eyes where nobody knows? Where do angels go when they die? Is there a heaven in the sky? Nobody knows.
Still up on the battlefield, I know that there's still nothing to show. Still up on the battlefield, I know there's no friend, no foe. Joy is my shield, joy when them sense fall from me.
Going through a little musical therapy here. This is the sound of I-Octane. Come on, Molly. Yeah, we're there.
System feel with love every day. Keeping the faith. Righteousness around me.
Struggle son, but we still arise. The banner burn Babylon, me know say. And then I like the grammar. Only for you, the system put behind the hammer. It them designed to stop the people when you climb the ladder. Trust that them only plan fit on we no only can. Yeah. So we have one only time, cause we don't left your holy land.
We did. Yeah. We did. Fighting every day. We did. Babylon. We did. When the system feel with. We did. Love every day. We did. Keeping the faith. We did. Righteousness around me. We did. Babylon.
People want so we a mark with them one where we get it unshot. Cover with footprints, them when we step it. The blessings of Rastafari, we never left it. On the Psalms of King David, we project it. Yeah, yes, I shall not remove. So Eden gots to go. When forces start to grow, still I shall not remove.
We did. Yeah. We did. Fighting every day. We did. Babylon. We did. When the system feel with. We did. Love every day. We did. Keeping the faith. We did. Righteousness around me. We did. Babylon.
When the sun goes down and the moon gets bright and everybody in for the night, me need
Kevin Stew.
Someone to squeeze up tight, yeah. Me need a nice empress when look good in her dress, and once theirs is mine, me give you all access. Come and we take a ride, come and we drive out west. Are you alone? There's no contest, but until then, I'm still searching for true love.
This is the sound of King Charles.
Someone who's in front.
Track called Still Searching.
And together we rule the world, we rule the world. Come and take a break from the up and down. Come and
18 minutes to the top of the hour.
Spanish town, me a the king, so I you can wear the second crown. Me a go pick your way up and when I come down, eh? Because I you me like, and me a sit down and I pray for make you be wife. So do me right and make sure you be right. And me a tell you how me feel on a Tuesday night. Oh, oh, oh. I'm still searching for true love. Someone who's sent from above. I want her to be my girl. Oh, and together we rule the world. We rule the world. So tell me, are you out there now? Maybe give you good loving and not play around. Are you out there? Are you out there now? Maybe give you good loving and not play around. Are you out there? Are you out there now? Maybe give you good loving and not play around. Are you out there? Are you out there now? Girl, tell me. So me sing again. I'm still searching for true love. Someone who's sent from above. I want her to be my girl. Oh, and together we rule the world.
My bed is so lonely from you walked out that door. Can't stop thinking about
This is the sound of Korik. A track called Everything I Own.
life ain't no good without you.
6:58, good evening.
You shelter
Welcome to the musical therapy.
kept me warm, kept me warm. You gave my life to me, set me free. You set me free. The finest years I ever knew are all the years I spent with you. I would give everything I own, give up my life, my heart, my home. I would give everything I own, yeah, just to have you back again, just to talk to you once again. And if there's someone you know that won't let you go and is taking it all for granted, you might lose them one day. Someone takes them away and they don't hear a word you say. And I would give everything I own, give up my life, my heart, my home. I would give everything I own, just to have you back again.
Nobody gets too much heaven no more. It's much harder to come by. I'm waiting in line. Nobody gets too much love anymore. It's as high as the mountain and harder to climb. Oh, you and me, boy, we got a lot of love in store. And it flows to you and it flows to me. And I love you so much more.
This is the sound of a Tugorific one.
I can see beyond forever. Everything we are will
Track called too much heaven. Twiggy.
Love is such a beautiful thing. Oh, you make my world a summer day. Oh, you just a dream to fade away. Nobody gets too much heaven no more. It's much harder to come by. I'm waiting in line. Oh, nobody gets too much love anymore. It's as high as the mountain and harder to climb. Oh, you and me, boy, we got a highway to the sky. Or we can turn away from the night and day and the tears you had to cry. You're my life. I can see a new tomorrow. Everything we are will never die. Loving is such a beautiful thing. Oh, when you are to me, the light above, made for all to see, our precious love. Oh, nobody gets too much love anymore. It's as high as the mountain and harder to climb.
My lady, girl, you drive my love like crazy. You're just the best thing I know, yeah. Every part of you tells me so, yeah. The very, very best.
If you have someone in your life right now that you know they're the best thing that you know, let's go ahead and let them know, yeah? Just tell them, listen, you are the best thing I know right now.
You're a fairy tale in real life.
So now, come on, Marley.
You're a masterpiece. So beautiful. I fell in love with you at first sight. And I won't let go. To my heart, you the master key. Girl, you're the best thing I know. Yeah. Every part of you tells me so. Yeah. The very, very best thing I know. Yeah. You are. You in my heart and my soul. Yeah. Come closer, let me lay you down. I ain't gonna touch your body. Leave my fingerprints all over your body. Kiss and caress your body. Tonight you know what's going down, girl. All about you. It's your world, but this is my party. Girl, you're the best thing I know. Yeah. Every part of you tells me so. Yeah. The very best thing I know. Yeah. You are in my soul. Yeah. Pretty brown eyes, she's lovely. And I say, pretty brown eyes, girl, you got me hypnotized.
Well, I'm glad you're back.
Brown eyes,
Next time you get kicked out by the chat, just refresh.
pretty brown eyes.
10 minutes to the top of the hour, 10 minutes before we get out of here. This is Wayne Wonder.
You know you want your moderated.
It's called Pretty Brown Eyes.
If you roll with me, girl, maybe we could go be steady. So steady, baby. So steady. Let me take you on a ride. Suppose you find out I'll marry someone. Tell him to step aside. Pretty brown eyes, she's lovely. And I say, pretty brown eyes, girl, you got me hypnotized. Pretty brown eyes, be my honey. Pretty brown eyes, I'm here for baby side. Baby, love it is no disrespect. Are you my own, so are you me, I forget. You're blessed, girl, you're so fortunate. You are one for second down and live with. Pretty girl and sexy girl, it's just what it is. I will give you more than what your man can do. Girl,
This is on a Shauna Dazzle. Track called Love Gets in the Way. Shauna and Squatty had an excellent time on the Love and Harmony cruise, doing backup for Mr. Vegas. I want to thank you all for tuning in tonight. I want to invite you to come back tomorrow night where we do Real Talk Wednesday. And tomorrow we're going to be having more of a discussion than anything else tomorrow. We're going to be talking about these situations where relationship doesn't work out with the parents. And one parent decides that they're going to get back at the other one by turning the children that they have against the other parent. Or trying to. You know anybody that has any such case? Could it be that love is getting in the way? The love for the parent, one parent for the child. Thinking that they know what's best for the child. Let me turn this child against the other parent. Let me just paint this other parent in a bad light, so that the child can alienate himself from the other parent. Is that right? Okay, so we know it's not right. Why is it done though? 6 minutes before the hour. 6 minutes before we get out of here.
Stew play, you know, say night shift, I do it, and you know me not leave it. Kevin, this one's for you. Big up yourself, Shauna Dazzle says so.
5 minutes before we bounce on out of here. Giving you a little double play from Shauna Dazzle.
Really and truly. Well, I don't wanna be your one night stand. You want me take it, I leave it, but take it, when I need it. Don't wanna be your part time. You want me take it, I leave it, but take it, when I need it. Keep calling my number, ringing my phone, pretend you like me, cause you're feeling alone. Me sit down and I watch you working your plan, getting me into position. You play like
I got you, 658.
say you want me, so we keep up the game. Tell me you not to kiss me, swear that you miss me, but I have to tell the truth plain. I don't wanna be your one night stand. You want me take it, I leave it, but take it, me I need it. Don't wanna be your part time. You want me take it, I leave it, but take it, me I need it. No one like part time love. No one like part time love.
Tell you, screech across the border.
Part time love.
Screech across the wrong way, you just take it.
Like you don't see my quality, like you don't see I'm a wifey. Oh, you want me to get a minty? No way. My problem with you is you can't be honest. All you do is pretend. So I actually thought that we could have something, but I'm the fool in the end. You and me not bad, that me I discover. Me see the two way you there. Stop with me out, but me know where you want. You can try the truth now and again. I don't wanna be your one night stand. You want me take it,
Yeah, I thought I'd just hit you up with a little throwback.
And just like the moment you were too shy, but you weren't the only cause, so was I. And
I got one more minute, right?
dream that you ever said.
Some of you are gonna hate me for this,
Now
but I'm gonna do it anyway. Remember, tomorrow night, Real Talk Wednesday. We're keeping it real. We're having a discussion tomorrow. Join. Thank you each and everyone for tuning in tonight. Remember to catch Sir Rockwell tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. All being well. I'm out of here. Take care. Until later. Priceless? Consider the ability to share that moment. If you can video it, you can broadcast it. And Pulse E-Media Group has the tools you need. Weddings, birthdays, funerals, graduations, church services, parties, seminars, you name it. Pulse E-Media Group can provide you with a secure medium controlled by you to broadcast your event. Contact us at www.pulsemediagroup.com for more information. Pulse E-Media Group, when being in the moment is priceless.